What's popping, y'all?
What
And
up?
just like that, she's back again. And that is
She's
Brittany Renner, who just
back.
pops out, falls back, and pops back again.
Slap.
But this time, it's worse than she's ever been before. And
Yeah.
now she's even taking aim at people that used to be cool with her, like
who?
academics. So this
Academics
all
never
started
cool with
with her taking shots at Myron.
Did you guys see that video that...
God is salt.
Did you guys see that video that Myron made?
Right.
Or did anybody in here listen to anything that Myron said when
No.
he was ranting for 4 minutes?
No.
Yes or no?
No, we don't listen to Myron Gaines over here.
Myron Gaines,
No.
you get no... Oh, your YouTube is not monetized, so you're literally yelling at the screen for nothing.
Things
And you're
monetized,
just
though.
mad. You want this and you don't know how to ask for it, babe. Okay? Nobody in here watched your shit. I'm not watching that. I'm only going back and forth with men I'm fornicating with. You sit here yapping for 4 minutes. I'm not, put that shit on mute. I guess another one of my toxic traits is I don't know, I like all that silly.
I feel it. I mean, on one hand, I feel exactly where she's coming from because it's really weird. Like, okay, yeah, she might do some undesirable things. Yeah, she might be a THOT, a HOE. But at the end of the day, why do grown ass men be on the internet spending so much time focused on what Brittany Renner got going on and how Brittany Renner is this and Brittany Renner is that and she's a bad mom and she's whoop whoop whoop. I just don't get it. So I can understand why she's coming at Myron, but at the same time, Myron, you need to fix your life, bro. Real talk. You got too much BS going on to continue living like this, bro. You need to be an adult.
You yelling and all that see? I mean, I'm trying to kiss and make up and you yapping. You're talking too much. And that's your motherfucking problem. That's probably why your left you.
Whoa!
My thing is, how you
Shots
giving
fired.
advice?
No, I'm telling you.
And you're single too. Did
Shots
I say
fired.
that you say too much?
Of course not, Queen.
Oh, okay. I heard is what I said.
Ninja.
Someone said he's gay anyway. So,
No.
honestly, no.
Okay.
You're not monetized.
You guys-
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up talking to me.
Can't get mad at her for clapping back. Can't get mad.
He needs therapy. You're mad at your mother. Your dad didn't raise you right. And you sitting up here worried about me and what I'm doing. Again, you want this, you don't know how to ask for it. And you were really sweet when I met you in person, so let's not do that. It's giving not the same in real life. I hate that for you.
So what she's referencing
Right.
here is a podcast episode that they did years ago on academics off the record, where they just approached her. This was maybe 4, 5, maybe even 6 years ago. It was a long
Right.
time ago. And
Right,
this
it
was
was.
when they were first blowing up with the podcast. It was going viral and all of that. And of course, she's saying, oh, you were polite. This is the irony of what she's saying. She's saying you were very polite in person. So he
Right.
was polite, and you could see like he didn't agree with her in person, but he was for sure polite. And then she says it's not the same energy. So if he came with the energy of aggressiveness, she would say, oh, you're arguing and you're being aggressive towards a woman. So he can't be
It's not
polite.
that. It's not that necessarily. I mean, she might say that, but it's just genuinely the fact that this goes for anybody. Just not because she's a woman. It goes for anybody. If I'm having issues with you and you're online talking overly crazy about me, slandering, calling me all types of names, this whooped you out, everything but a child of God, and I see you in person and you want to be super cool and super polite and say, oh, it's just a joke, all this content. It's the same thing. Like, you sweet in person, but tough on the internet. That's the problem with a lot of people on the internet nowadays. Everybody wants to talk tough online, but see people in real life and not do nothing. Even academics. You got slapped by Lil Baby's assistant, but you got online talking crazy about Lil Baby. You didn't spin a block on his assistant. You didn't try to fight him. You didn't try to call the police. Nothing. Just stop talking.
This goes for anybody, not just Myron in this case, who has, I mean, the guy's quite brutal online. So you can't win there. But then she goes on to talk about how he's not monetized and he's just yelling at it for no reason, which he is demonetized on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure the guy streams to kick. I don't even think the guy would bot, and he gets good viewers there. So the guy's eating. He's not just doing this for free. He's making a killing. He's probably making, well, just if you count up subs that he's got
No, he
on
makes
each
a check.
platform,
He's making
on
a check.
paid subscribers, he's
Making a
making
check.
at least $100,000 a month
Definitely,
just
he's
off
making a
of
check.
like his own live streams without any of the fresh and fit stuff. So she
Definitely
didn't even
making a
look
check.
into it that far. So that doesn't really age too well. And
Right.
she's just throwing away all of the like, oh, why did your girl? Now that is one thing that she could say, which is like, okay, you don't got a chick. But when she's saying, oh, you want to like get with me, that's like, I don't know what that has to do with anything, which I don't think it's the case, but he's consistently
you gotta understand
talked
why
about
she
her.
said that. She said that because you gotta think about it from her perspective. All you do is talk about me, talk down about me, talk crazy about me, say I'm such a hoe, I'm such this, I'm such a that. You talking about me so much, you must want to be with me. She's saying up on the grave, like, it do get to a point though, like, if I make a video about Brittany Renner, like with the PJ Washington stuff happen, I made a video about that. Okay, I stated my opinion, whatever, on to the next topic. I'm not gonna sit here for 40 days, 40 nights straight be talking about Brittany Renner. For what? Like, what does that get me? You know what I'm saying?
Or like, that's his material. His material is to talk about her and really anybody else involved in like relationships as well as the other topics he touches on. That's not her role. Her role is, well, I don't really know. And why is she on Kick? And she can't be getting paid that much either. But she would go in on him again. Like, you could say, okay, she was just replying one time. That's understandable. But she would reply again, addressing her singleness.
Every time. I left every time. I don't waste time. I don't care how public, like, even the last guy I was with, I don't care how public we are. Mm-hmm. I don't care what we talked about, what we did. If you met my son, bye. Yeah. Let your mother love you. Whether they're closeted, whether they hate their life, whether they're insecure, they can't really handle being with you, whatever their funky excuses for being lousy, it's just like, I don't gotta take that. And I actually saw something that guy from Fresh and Fit, Myron. First of all, Myron, okay. I saw he had a quote retweeted, something was like, I told her this years ago. She's gonna be in her 30s, single, nobody takes her seriously. Baby, it's not that nobody takes me seriously. I don't take these men seriously.
Right.
What is it like, what is there for me to do? And I feel like, to Myron, there's a broader conversation to have than like weaponizing singleness.
I mean, yeah, there is a broader conversation to be had for sure, but at the same time, you can't be saying that I don't take men seriously when you have a baby. You know, you can't say that. Kind of like automatically by default, you can't say something like that because you had to take a man serious enough to get pregnant by him and then have the baby. You know what I'm saying? But you're also getting in and out of relationships. You're getting married, changing religions. You're doing all X, Y, and Z. You can't do that. Then be like, oh no, I don't take men seriously. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, girls are trying to make some good points. Sometimes they have some valid points. Sometimes they be saying some total BS.
Huh? Aren't you single? What happened to you and your? So it's like, I feel like we're missing the plot and the point when we try to make it personal and like shame people as to like, why don't you have somebody? Because a lot of these people in relationships are faking they're faking the funk. So it's like, I really feel like I saw this post where it was like, men want women that don't exist anymore. Women want men that don't exist yet. So I feel like that's where a lot of people's frustration is. And
so here you have Brittany Renner talking about, oh, I left every time. I'm not wasting time. Yet we saw her, and she's calling these guys broke bums too. I remember she was saying that this guy that she left Kevin Gates for, she said he's a bum. Keep in mind, she was back in Mississippi now. Right. Yes, that is correct. So she started off in Mississippi. I think she kind of blew up when she was at Mississippi State, or was it Ole Miss? I don't know. One of those two. Shout out to y'all at Ole Miss. Well, she blew up then on IG, all of that other stuff. And then now she's back where she started. I think she's maybe living with her mother at, like, I think that's even crazier too. It is
crazy, but I can't blame her for living with her mom. Like, I'm going to teach my daughter, if a nigga is cheating on you, a nigga is doing X, Y, and Z, someone's like treating you like dirt, then you definitely need to leave him for sure. Like, I'm not going to ever knock a girl for leaving someone that treat him like dirt, that's getting cheated on, getting beat on, getting abused mentally, physically, whatever it might be. But at the same time, I feel like women need to have better discernment. Like, for example, Brittany Renner, you got with PJ Washington. No shot at PJ Washington. I don't know the man. I don't know anything about his history, who he is. I really don't know PJ Washington like that. I know he's a good ball player, though. See, you're not going to tell me that PJ Washington came into this relationship and completely hoodwinked you, and then as soon as you got pregnant, he started acting different. There were signs along the way that he wasn't this type of guy. And even if there weren't signs, why do women think that athletes and drug dealers and people that make fast money or entertainers think that they're gonna like take them serious? Why would they do that? People be like, girls be going, I want an athlete, I want an NBA player, I want a rapper, I want a singer, I want a trapper. Okay, you know what comes with that? They're gonna have multiple options and you're just gonna be one of them.
Fact that your relationships didn't work out, right? Which is like, it's all fine and good, sure, even though she's the one that's saying that she left every single time and it's all their fault, and she never said like, yeah, you know, maybe I did something wrong and I'm learning. No, none of that. Absolutely none of that. It's all their fault. Every single type of guy. She was with an NBA player.
Yeah,
she was
she's a
with a
girl.
rapper.
She's a
She was
girl.
with the regular guy. She was with a guy that was just like some director guy that wasn't interested in the internet stuff, even after she had a kid. So all of these guys, all of these different types of guys as well, they're all the problem, and nothing was wrong with Brittany Renner, as we can clearly see here, and with how she just does not have a sunny disposition. I will say that.
She's
not a happy person. I feel like Brittany Renner would be great as a friend, but clearly who has ever been in a relationship with her, they live to tell the tale. And we already saw the case with PJ Washington when she was trying to record him because the baby was crying when he was picking him up. Just really, really devious type of activity. But it's funny when she talks about Myron, she's like, oh, well, I don't even think she said he was like wrong about anything, which all he said was that she was going to be single and that she should have stayed with PJ Washington because she had a kid with. It's one of the most tame things that he's ever said online.
Yeah, she should have stayed,
albeit
but,
now
you know,
he's
things happen.
really, really ramming into her brutally. No innuendo intended there. But academics would react to this whole situation, and she would go off on academics of all people for some reason who has only been friendly with her.
I'm here to tell you guys, all of these men with mics, none of them are happy, truly. None of them are in successful relationships, but yet they got all the answers in none of them. And sit around with mics that look like close to their mouths and just run their mouth about certain people. Academics, you're the same.
She's just hurt.
That was literally...
She's hurt. But it's not her fault for being hurt, because at the end of the day, like, you know how many girls go from hoe to Christian or hoe to Muslim and then go back from Muslim to Christian and go from man to woman, and you know what I'm saying, as far as dating wise, and do all this crazy shit, and they don't get as like 2% of the publicity that she does? I can understand, like, I don't know, bro. I feel like we need to start taking it easier on people. Like, we're crucifying her like she Jesus Christ reincarnated or something. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just a girl. We gotta take it easy on these women, bro, because we're low-key turning the women into incels by being on their ass and policing them so much. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword.